Emma Raducanu never did things like this. Not anymore. Not after the pressure. Not after the injuries. Not after every headline dissected her every move, every friendship, every smile, every silence. She had become careful with people, careful with trust, careful with letting anyone close enough to see the version of herself the cameras never captured. So when whispers began circulating around London during the 2038 Wimbledon warm-up events, the tennis world stopped cold. A private dinner. No sponsors. No photographers. No social media teaser. No press release. Just two names. Emma Raducanu and Alex Eala together. Alone. And suddenly, the entire sport wanted answers. Because Emma Raducanu never reached out first. Never. London. June 2038. The grass season had transformed the city into the center of the tennis universe once again. Luxury hotels near Kensington were filled with players and coaches. Practice courts buzzed from morning until sunset. Journalists crowded interview rooms hunting for headlines before Wimbledon officially began. But beneath all the noise, something quieter was unfolding. Something personal. Emma had been watching Alex for a long time. Not the way analysts watched her. Not the way rivals studied her patterns and weaknesses. She watched her like someone recognizing pieces of herself in another person. The pressure, the expectations, the loneliness that comes after success, the strange isolation that comes when millions know your name, but very few truly know you. Emma understood all of it. She had lived it. Ever since her shocking breakthrough years earlier, Raducanu's life had become a whirlwind of fame, criticism, injuries, and impossible expectations. Every comeback attempt had been analyzed, every loss magnified, every absence questioned. And through all of it, she noticed Alex. She noticed the grace under pressure, the composure after heartbreaking defeats, the way Alex carried an entire nation on her shoulders without complaining. Most importantly, Emma noticed something almost nobody else saw. Alex was tired, not physically, emotionally. And Emma knew exactly what that felt like. The invitation was never supposed to become public. Emma made sure of that. No emails. No assistant scheduling it publicly. No digital trail. Instead, a handwritten note arrived at Alex's London hotel late one evening. Simple cream paper. Dark ink. Emma's handwriting. Alex, I've admired your journey from afar for a long time. I think there are certain experiences only a few people in our sport truly understand. I would love to have dinner with you privately. No cameras. No media. No pressure. Just conversation. If you'd like. Emma Alex read the note twice. Then a third time. She looked genuinely stunned. Because Emma Raducanu was not known for doing this. She was famously private, selective, guarded. People didn't enter Emma's inner world easily. Alex sat quietly by the hotel window for several minutes, holding the note in her hands. Outside, London traffic moved through the rain. Inside, she kept rereading the final line. Just conversation. It felt strangely sincere. Later that night, Alex showed the note to her coach. "What should I do?" she asked. Her coach barely hesitated. "You go." Alex looked uncertain. Her coach smiled softly. "Emma understands things most people don't," he said. "The pressure, the injuries, the expectations, the criticism. You've both carried enormous weight at young ages." He paused. "You might learn something from each other." Alex replied the same way Emma had reached out. By hand. "Emma, I'd be honored. Thank you for the invitation. Tell me when and where." Alex, the dinner was arranged quietly. A small private restaurant tucked away in London. No paparazzi entrance. No public reservation. No entourage. Just two athletes sitting across from each other in a softly lit private room while the rest of the tennis world remained completely unaware. At first, the conversations stayed light. Tennis, travel, grass courts, funny stories from tour life. But slowly, the walls came down. Emma admitted how lonely fame had become after her breakthrough years earlier. Alex spoke about the pressure of representing the Philippines on a global stage. Emma talked about injuries. Alex talked about burnout. Emma described reading brutal headlines alone in hotel rooms late at night. Alex admitted there were moments she questioned whether she was strong enough to keep carrying expectations that never seemed to stop growing. And suddenly, the conversation stopped feeling like two tennis stars talking. It became two human beings trying to breathe honestly for the first time in a very long time. Hours passed. Neither noticed. But secrets rarely survive in professional sports, especially in London during Wimbledon season. Someone saw them. Maybe a waiter. Maybe hotel staff. Maybe a passing fan. Nobody ever confirmed it. But by the following morning, rumors exploded online. Emma Raducanu and Alex Eala had a private dinner in London. No explanation. No context. No details. And immediately, chaos erupted. Social media went into meltdown. Fans demanded answers. What were they planning? A doubles partnership? A business collaboration? A documentary? A fashion line? A foundation? A podcast? A Netflix project? Some fans even convinced themselves the two were preparing a surprise Wimbledon doubles entry. The speculation became endless. And the silence from both players only made things worse. At her next press conference, Emma was finally asked directly. A British journalist leaned forward carefully. "Emma, there are reports you had a private dinner with Alex Eala earlier this week. Can you tell us anything about that meeting?" Emma smiled politely, but carefully. "I don't really comment on my private life," she said calmly. The journalist pressed further. "Was it tennis-related?" Emma's expression never changed. "What I do off-court is personal," she replied. "I'd like to keep it that way." Another reporter tried. "Fans are very curious." Emma cut him off gently. "Next question." The room went silent. And suddenly, the mystery became even bigger. Alex handled the questions differently. At her own media session, reporters immediately brought up the dinner. One asked directly, "What exactly is your relationship with Emma Raducanu?" Alex smiled softly. "Emma is wonderful," she said. That only intensified the frenzy. Another journalist asked whether the dinner involved future projects. Alex shook her head lightly. "We talked about a lot of things," she said carefully. "Tennis, life, pressure, dreams." Then she paused. "Some conversations are meant to stay private." That quote spread everywhere within minutes. The mystery consumed tennis media for weeks. Fans analyzed body language, old interviews, social media likes, practice sessions. Every interaction between Emma and Alex became headline material. If they smiled at each other during practice, clips went viral. If they trained on adjacent courts, fans speculated endlessly. If one attended the other's match, social media exploded again. The obsession became almost comical. But beneath the frenzy, something real was growing. A genuine friendship. Months later, Emma finally explained everything herself. During a long-form interview near the end of the season, she was asked one final time about the now infamous London dinner. This time, she answered. Fully. The room became completely still as she spoke. "I invited Alex because I needed someone who understood," Emma said quietly. "Not just tennis. Life." She looked down briefly before continuing. "There are very few people who understand what it feels like when the world builds expectations around you before you've fully figured yourself out as a person." She smiled faintly. "Alex understands that." Emma explained how isolated professional tennis could become. "You're constantly surrounded by people," she said, "but emotionally, it can still feel incredibly lonely." Then came the line that changed everything. "We talked for 4 hours." The interviewer looked stunned. Emma nodded. "About everything. The pressure, fear, loneliness, injuries, identity, burnout, expectations, family, the emotional cost of constantly being strong." "She's one of the few people who truly gets it," Emma admitted. Her voice softened. "And honestly, I needed that." Then she said something that instantly went viral across the sports world. "She's not just another player to me," Emma said. "She's a friend, a sister, a kindred spirit." Suddenly, the mystery disappeared. And what remained was something far more powerful than gossip. Understanding. Fans around the world reacted emotionally. Because for the first time, the story was no longer about celebrity speculation. It became about vulnerability. Two elite athletes admitting they needed emotional support from someone who truly understood their reality. And people connected deeply with that. Alex responded the following morning. She posted a simple message online. Emma, thank you for that dinner. Thank you for your honesty, your kindness, and your trust. You reminded me that strength doesn't always mean carrying everything alone. I'm grateful for you. Love you always. Alex, the post spread everywhere. Fans cried. Comment sections filled with emotional messages. Tennis media called it one of the most heartfelt friendships in modern sports. Over the following years, Emma and Alex became inseparable. They trained together during off-seasons, supported each other publicly after losses, visited each other during injury recoveries. Eventually, they even entered a doubles tournament together. They lost early. Neither cared. Photos of them laughing courtside became fan favorites. The friendship itself had become bigger than results. In later interviews, Emma often spoke openly about what Alex meant to her. She's one of my favorite people in the world, Emma once said. She's wise in a way most people her age aren't. She listens. She understands. And she has one of the purest hearts I've ever encountered. Alex said similar things about Emma. People see Emma as strong, Alex explained once. And she is. But they don't always see how deeply she feels things. She smiled. She taught me that vulnerability isn't weakness. Years later, when Alex Eala finally announced her retirement from professional tennis, Emma was invited to speak during the ceremony. The arena was packed. Filipino flags waved throughout the crowd. Emma walked slowly toward the microphone while the audience applauded. For several seconds, she couldn't speak. Then she smiled through tears. I still remember the dinner, she said softly. The handwritten notes, the private room, the 4 hours we talked. She laughed gently. I was nervous, actually. The crowd reacted with surprise. Emma nodded. Alex was already becoming this global icon. And I thought, what if she doesn't like me? The audience laughed warmly. But instead, Emma continued, she made me feel understood. Her voice cracked slightly. She listened without judgment, without competition, without ego. Emma paused and wiped away tears. That dinner changed my life. The arena became silent. Not because of business opportunities, not because of publicity, but because it reminded me that even champions need connection. She looked toward Alex. You taught me that success means very little if you don't have people who truly see you. By now, many people in the audience were crying openly. Emma smiled through tears. Alex Eala is one of the greatest champions tennis has ever seen, she said. But not because of trophies, because of her heart. The crowd erupted. Alex eventually joined Emma at center stage. The two embraced tightly while cameras flashed everywhere. When Alex finally spoke, her voice trembled. That dinner, she said softly, was the beginning of one of the most important friendships of my life. She turned toward Emma. You reached out when I didn't realize how badly I needed someone to understand me. Alex smiled through tears. You reminded me that even strong people deserve softness. The arena applauded loudly. I love you forever, Emma. Emma immediately hugged her again. The crowd stood. Filipino flags waved across the stadium. And somewhere beneath all the noise, all the fame, all the trophies, and all the headlines, the truth remained beautifully simple. A private dinner between two tennis players had become something unforgettable, not because of scandal, not because of business, but because two people found friendship in a world that rarely allows vulnerability. And in the end, that connection became more powerful than any championship either of them ever won.